Now it's time for How Pro Is That?
Here comes Josh Booty to make his Major League debut. A #1 draft choice, and this will be his first Major League at-bat. Here comes a pitch. There's a swing and a slicer down the right field line, and that is a base hit. It's in the corner. It's in the warning track out there. Booty, you're on first. He hangs on right there. And Josh Booty in his Major League debut with a single to the opposite field.
How pro is that?
How about that? Some Josh Booty. Shake, 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 shake your booty. That was a walk-up song up there in Portland, Maine, 1994.
I would turn around and shake it, but I'm not going to do that today.
Hey, you saw that. He's got that booty right there. I'm going to tell you, 1994, fifth pick for the Florida Marlins, played in the NFL. Dude does everything really well other than to hit the breaking ball. But I'm going to tell you right now, and you golf. And by the way, you know who you're like one up or one back? I think John Elway, two-sport champ.
Elway's a stud.
Talk to me real quick about your golf
game. He putts better than me, brother. I got to learn how to putt. That's what I got Carl and him working on my putting out here after the round. Not putting that great, dude. That's
take me with you, though. Don't just go over there and sneak around. I need help on all of it.
Yeah, these greens are a little slow compared to what I play, but, dude, they were giving me some problems.
Sage Valley.
Me and Ronick were cussing under our breath today at the dang greens. But, no, we had a blast. It's awesome.
Hey, Josh, you have no idea what an influence you've been on Kevin, in his life, because Kevin has vanity plates on all his cars.
I've taken care of him longer than his mother.
Yeah, you got that right, dude. And all of his cars say 1-5 in different versions, spelt out 1-5, the number 1-5. But you were the originator of this because your Acura NSX had the number 5 pick on it. Do you still have that license plate?
That's right. I think I don't have that car anymore, and I wish I would have never got that license plate. But I think Kevin got more speeding tickets in that car driving that NSX than I did in '95, '96.
It was unbelievable. We used to go 112 just to get there and go through Burger King. Remember that?
I think he got speeding tickets in 2 consecutive days on A1A.
100%.
Going 72 miles an hour in a 40.
And I was late to practice. Almost got released because I wasn't the 5th pick, Santos.
Follow up to that, Josh. Did Kevin pay them?
Oh, probably not. I probably had to cover that. I covered everything. I covered everything at that point.
Well, hey, $1.6 million, Sierra. It was the largest signing bonus in the history of baseball. Uncle Kevin signed for $927, and I blew $700 of it at the Outback Steakhouse. And where I met Gina.
Yeah.
Blooming Onion, anybody?
Trying to get Gina's number.
Yeah.
No, we used to do DeMillo's in Portland, Maine, AA Portland, Maine. Ryan was there. But we'd all go out to DeMillo's, or after the game, we're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm like, guys, we're going to go eat at this freaking floating lobster shack place that was like the nicest restaurant in town. Kevin's like, dude, there's no way I'm going paying $150 a meal. I said, no, you're going with me, baby. You went 3 for 4 tonight. You deserve a meal.
See, look, Kevin, this is where you get it from. That's why you take such good care of, the lower earning income people like myself. Okay, so Josh, 13 years ago, you did participate in a reality show that was hosted by our own 1-5, and you won it and named you as the next top knuckler.
Charlie.
So how did your knuckleball career go after that?
Oh, it didn't go very far, but I did win the show. Charlie Huff, and rest in peace, Tim Wakefield, unbelievable guy. And Kevin had called and said, hey, we're going to do a reality show on the Major League Baseball Network. We're going to feature the knuckleball because R.A. Dickey had just won the Cy Young, and we're going to have these former football players, a lot of QBs on the show. And luckily I was one of them and ended up winning the reality show and going to spring training with the Diamondbacks and throwing the knuckleball against the San Francisco Giants like a month after the show, which was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done in my life. I was, throwing the ball 63, 64, 65 miles an hour.
And he had a cannon before that from third base.
I could throw a fastball 90, 95, but I couldn't, throwing a knuckleball is a completely different story. But I did have some good outings there in spring training for the Diamondbacks, but they didn't want to keep me on that big league roster, so I'm still upset at the Diamondbacks and Kirk Gibson back in the day, the manager.
That was their loss, Speaking of losses, Kevin kind of lost his clubs a little bit on the way there, and we were a tick nervous for him because he wouldn't have any clubs. Had he had to borrow clubs, Josh, if he had to borrow clubs, given past experiences of lending Kevin stuff, would you have been comfortable letting him use your clubs?
Oh, no way. There's no way. He's not touching anything I got anymore after losing the World Series ring.
Basically losing the World Series ring. I lost Josh Booty's 1997 Florida Marlins World Series ring at Caesar's Palace in New Orleans. Washing my hands. I set it up there on the sink. Come back. He's talking smack to Tim Couch and Joey Harrington about two sport athletes. And he goes, show my ring. And I'm like, oh my God. Ran back in there. Come back out. It's gone. Next thing you know, he's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I wanted to cry. What do you mean? No, let's go down Bourbon Street.
He turned absolutely green. I looked over him. He goes, oh my God, it's not there. He starts doing this and he's running to the bathroom. He's like green as a ghost, you know. I'm like, oh my God, we just lost my World Series ring. He was trying to pimp it at the Harrah's.
Well, go get him, JB, man. Good luck out there this week, dude.
Love you. Thank you, baby. Love y'all. Love you, baby.
Love you
my
too,
boys. Yeah, good to see y'all.